When buying your crafting supplies, you have a lot of different stores you can choose from. However, if you're on a budget, you might consider the Dollar Tree. The inventory is amazing, plus you can't beat the price. Just about every aisle in the Dollar Tree offers product that's suitable for crafting. I have a favorite section, however, and that happens to be school supplies. Now you're probably wondering, what does school supplies have to do with crafting? Well, actually, there's a lot of paper product in this section, and paper and crafting go hand in hand. I especially like these blank notebooks here, and I'm drawn to these little mini albums. They have a blank cover as well as pages, so it's perfect for embellishing later on with your photos. When you select the book for your project, you want to make sure you select something that has a binding that's easily removable, whether it's the clamshell binding or a spiral notebook. This will make the project a lot easier. Well, I just got done shopping and I booked it back to my studio and made a project that I'm going to share with you right now. I took one of the store-bought notebooks that I got and transformed it into something far more personal just by using one of my photos. The notebook I chose has what's called a clamshell binding, and it makes it very easy to disassemble the book. You just want to open it up, and inside you want to just separate where the binding is. Gently separating those metal pieces will make it easier to remove the covers. Both the back cover and the front cover will be taken away from the binding, and you can leave the papers in there, however. Now that you have your cover removed, you can think about the photo that you want to put on your cover. Since I have a larger size book, I printed out a picture that's about 8.5 by 11 in size. Before I mount this on my cover, however, I need to trim it just a little bit smaller. I only want about 1 inch of the paper around my cover. Well, I trimmed down my paper a little bit, and now I'm ready to attach it to my cover. You have a couple options for adhesives. You can either use a glue stick or a spray adhesive. Since I'm working inside, I'm going to be using my glue stick. You want to apply a nice coat of the glue stick all over the paper, especially out to the edges here. Now that I've applied the glue all over my paper, I'm ready to attach my cover. Position the cover in the center of the paper and press firmly. You want to fold in the corners first and press them to the surface. When you pull in the corners, do it gently so you don't tear the paper. And you might even want to use a bone folder to press it firmly. It's very important that you have the paper adhere to your cover. Next, you're going to fold in the sides. Again, press firmly. My paper is adhered to the cover, and it's nice and smooth on the front. But this doesn't look too attractive, so I'm going to cover that with another piece of paper. Well, the front of my book looks great, but the back of it doesn't look so nice. So I'm going to cover it with another piece of paper and make it a little bit more attractive. Well, I've attached a piece of paper over the back of my cover. Now it looks very nice. I'm ready to reform the holes, however, because I need to bind my book. If you run your finger over where the holes are, you can fill indentations. All you need to do is go back with either a stylus or you can use a pen with the tip retracted. Go over the area there and start punching in, and you will get those holes formed. Now that I have the holes showing up again, I can go back and establish them even more by using a hole punch or the tip of a pen. You want to press in there and widen the holes a little more. Well, I have my holes punched for my cover, so the cover is good to go. What we did for the front cover will also be done for the back cover. However, you do not need a photo for that. You can use something as simple as a colored copy paper for that. Well, my front cover and my back cover are complete, so I'm ready to assemble my book again. You'll want to take the covers and position them like this and make sure the holes line up. You'll want to line the holes up with the binding and carefully insert that binding back into the holes. Now this wire has a mind of its own, so if it gives you a little struggle, don't worry about it. You're just going to work with it and get it in there. With the covers in place, we're ready to pinch our binding closed again. And we want to do that all along the length. Well, my binding is pinched closed and my book is complete. And that's how easy it is to transform a store-bought notebook into your own personal book. Check out the digital story. There's a lot more projects waiting for you there. See you next time.